Welcome back everyone to another episode of Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup, Spriggan Enchanter Edition. I'm still Icky Nicky to the best of my knowledge, so we're going to jump right into playing. If you just joined me now, I'd recommend watching all the videos, as joining right now would be kind of weird, but let's just roll with it just so I can give some quick introductory elements. So, this is Spriggan Enchanter. We're doing pretty good. We got a lackluster weapon, just a +3 dagger. We'd love to get a dagger of electrocution or poison at some point, but right now a +3 dagger will do. We got a wing that we're not putting on because it could be a wing of attention, which messes with Spriggan Enchanter's entire game plan. We do get a scroll of identify. I'm going to use that now. The wing honestly can't be anything tremendous, so I'm not going to waste my identify on the wing. I'm just going to identify one of my potions, so we're going to use that on the first stack that we got, and it's for potions of flight. Not the most particularly useful of potions, but it exists. Sorry, I had to cough there. I'm back. Yeah, let's just keep going. And we immediately run into Idrib. And we immediately kill Idrib. This is why I love Spriggans. They are the big small stealthy selves, and can kill just about any enemy in the game with immediate ease. However, just as easily can die instantly. 3 scrolls of identify. Okay, one of those is going on to the wound shirt sword. I think. Shirt sword of venom. Exactly what we need. What else do we got? Potion of magic and potion of heal wounds. So, short swords, let's talk about them briefly because this is an important distinction. Short swords are kind of weird in that they'll do more damage to an enemy normally. However, the stabs, so whenever I critically hit something, the stab does less damage than if I just hit them with a dagger. Daggers, like most games, are really... Oh, I'm stabbing. I'm just gonna dazzle and spray this guy because I don't want to get close enough. Oh, I don't get dazzle and spray, that was my other account. Okay, I'm just gonna back off, reset the fight. I don't want to die to a phantom. Can I memorize dazzle and spray? Yes, I can. Dazzle and spray, I'll talk about it now. Dazzle and spray is a very important Spriggan Enchanter spell. It is how we deal with crowds. It is an AoE attack that does immediate damage, but more importantly, it can also blind enemies. So a blind enemy basically treats you as if you're invisible. You can stab a blind enemy as if they're confused, and yeah, the more important thing, another important thing about Dazzle and Spray is the blindness doesn't actually check against magic resistant. So if you're against a magic resistant opponent, then Dazzle and Spray doesn't care about that. Dazzle and Spray only cares about the hit dice, the HD as we call them, which is basically the monster's level. There's no real way to check it out other than using the wiki or LearnDB. But yeah. Oh, there's a temple. We're going to go to that temple because we don't have a gun yet. See, this is when confuse comes in handy because, as you can see, they woke up during our ensorcelled hibernation. So if we want to hibernate them again, you'll see that they're not susceptible. So, because you can only ensorcell hibernation things every few turns. So if they wake up, you're kind of out of luck and need a new way to deal with them. So I am going to Kima's Dance and then confuse you. And yeah, that deals with you easily. Okay, let's go gods. What gods have we passed up? McLeod is in, and I'm not going to try and pronounce the last one. So let's talk gods. I'm sure I did this in a previous video, but gods for Spriggan Enchanters is very basic. You got a few game plans. So you got Kiku, who gives you necromancy, which is extremely useful to bridge the gap that Spriggan Enchanters have during the mid game. It can give you lots of powerful options there. Nemlex used to be really useful back when he was off of evocations, because as you can see, we have a +3 in evocation, so when he was an evocations based god, he was extremely useful. Now that he's invocations based though, he's slightly less useful. Ashen Zari is incredibly powerful, letting you squire through walls so you can plan your stabs better, just boosting your skills up. Incredibly useful god. Sif Muna is another good option. They can give you spell books that have invisibility or discord in them, both of which are incredibly powerful high level hexes. Rue, I just don't pick Rue on Spriggan Enchanters. Rue is really useful for single mind characters, but Spriggan Enchanters need to wear many hats, so Rue is slightly less useful. Okoro is another powerful god who can grant you quick blades, as well as he can grant you armor. Spriggans can't wear most body armor, so the armor that Oka gives you is guaranteed to be wearable by your race, so his gifts can be quite nice and useful for you. Dithmenos is another powerful god who basically doubles your spell power. Anytime you cast a spell, there's a chance that Dithmenos mirrors that spell, casting it to give you double the chances of stunning the monster. Of course, it's slightly less than double. The Shadow's spell power is slightly less than yours, but it's still nice to have second chances. And then the god that I really want isn't here, and that's Gozag, who is like the Spriggan god. He turns all corpses into gold, which is extremely useful for a Spriggan who can't actually eat corpses. So them turning into gold doesn't mean anything to you. And he has some powerful options, like Potion Petition, basically can trivialize most fights. I'm kind of tempted to hold out for him, because we're at what? D6. By D9, you're guaranteed to see all the gods, so maybe holding out for him might be the best option. The other thing about Gozag is he doesn't use piety, so it's not really losing any piety by waiting for him. Instead, it's losing opportunity cost and not having a god until you can find them, because not having a god is extremely dangerous sometimes. But if anything can handle not having a god until a bit later, it's going to be a Spriggan Enchanter. I'm kind of tossing the idea of Dithmenos in my head right now. Nah, I want to play Gozag. It's not often you get a character and you're like, hey, Gozag would be perfect for this character. I'm just gonna walk away from you because I'm still faster than you, despite the fact that you're berserked. Because that's just how Spriggans live life. They're always faster than the enemy, until they're not. There is some enemies that move faster than you, but for the most part, it's no big deal. Not in the early game anyways. Nothing can really outpace a Spriggan. So yeah, going through the dungeon. So today at my job, I work at a theater company. We were just I got to just rehearse a couple pieces on my clarinet for a bit, and it was really nice. And then it dawned on me that that practicing the same thing over and over again in music can be applied to crawl as well. You can't just put yourself into the same situation over and over again, because unless if you're on offline, in which case you got wizard mode. But going through your merg and choosing what you can do better is extremely useful, and something that I don't see many people do. It's been pointed out that during my first video I didn't even do a merg analysis, and I will probably do. Oh my, there's Menkaru, who, as you can see, just took away half my health because of Torment. I've talked about Torment in my Minotaur Berserker video, but just in case you need a slight recap, Torment is an ability which takes away half of your health no matter what. Well, you can resist it with positive energy, but in general, let's just say nothing can prevent the health, because you can't dodge it, you can't block it. It just does half your health straight up. And yeah, it is incredibly scary for that reason. So I'm just going to confuse you before I even get close. Switch over to my dagger because it'll do more damage doing stabs, and I want you dead ASAP. And then boom, you're dead. I'm actually going to do something that is probably going to be a little weird to people. I'm going to level strength, and that's because we only have first strength as a Spriggan, and I'm kind of spooked that we could get stat death. I'm going to identify that amulet. Oh, awesome. Amulet regeneration goes perfectly with Spriggans because we can run away pretty much indefinitely against most things. So being able to regen while running away is incredibly powerful. I'm actually going to switch my short sword onto B and my dagger onto A. This means that when I hit the comma button, rather the apostrophe button on my keyboard, I will switch between the two weapons instantly without having to wield them each time. Just makes my life a little bit easier. You can see this is one of the reasons why I want to confuse. Ice Beast's immune to Ancestral Hibernation because it's a cold spell, so just using Confuse and taking care of them that way is also an effective route to go about things. How are we doing on Spell Hunger? I know that was one of our key factors. We're almost done. That's a two-headed ogre. Let's see if we can sneak up to you and just stab you. We can, but we were stupid and didn't switch to our dagger, so now we're going to pay for it. I'm going to use Dazzling Spray for the damage, just so we can kill you while at range. And yeah, just like that, they're dead. As you can see, Dazzling Spray has so many uses. I used to look down on the spell quite a bit, but it's definitely grown on me a lot since those early game days. Let's read the scrolls that we got 2 of. I'm going to enchant the short sword of Venom. Yeah. Spriggans, I know I've touched on this a few times already, but Spriggans, in my opinion, are the strongest class in the game up until the moment that they're not. What I mean by that is they're incredibly powerful. Do I wield that? Oh wait. They're incredibly powerful and have some of the best panic options in the game, namely being able to run away from literally everything in the game. just having the ability to choose your fights is so valuable in this game, because so often you'll get put into situations where, there we go Zeg, where you simply are facing an opponent you don't want to fight at the moment, but if you're at a 10 speed enemy, it'll probably cost you a consumable or something to get away. With Spriggans, you get away scot-free. You can just walk away and finish things that way. As you can see, this is why we're the most powerful class. We can just kill things. Nothing can stand up to get in, just stabbed, sleep stabbed. Yeah, you can see how we're playing against ogres. Just confuse them so they can't mess with me anymore, and then take away their weapons so they're definitely no threat to me anymore. You'll see right there one of the abilities that Gozak gave us. The whites appear to be confused for a couple seconds, despite me not casting confused successfully on them. That's because the gold on the ground actually distracts them, which can set up even more stabs, and just another reason why Gozak is such a powerful god for Spriggans. Free stabs are always nice. Okay, this is dangerous. I'm running. Talking about enemies that can't keep up, wolves are one of the enemies that can keep up. So I'm gonna run to an upstairs that I just passed accidentally. So I'm gonna run all the way down. Put you to sleep, kill you. Put you to sleep, kill you. Eat because we're hungry. Where'd the Gom go? This vault has an ogre, yep, got in a bunch of food. I am gonna Shift X, Control F, which resets the level map, and I'm gonna find Guam. Found him. So I'm gonna disarm him first of all, because the weapons he's carrying is scary. And then I'm just gonna kill him. There we go. Easy peasy. When you can neutralize your threat so easily, the game becomes kind of laughable. But at the same time, as I said, Spriggans are OP until the moment that they're not. You can die very, very quickly with no real reason on the Spriggan. I've definitely died some stupid deaths on the Spriggan simply because I didn't respect how squishy we are. Trying to stab a Hydra, death. Trying to stick in melee in the character because you're stubborn and don't want to cast spells. Why will you not lose your weapon? Thank you. Then confuse you and then kill you. Kill you. There we go. But yeah, you can die very, very quickly, very, very stupidly on the Spriggan. So I'm gonna try my best to avoid that. Not gonna give in to hubris to the best of my knowledge, and I'm not gonna just hopefully kill the scatter off. We got so many wings. I'm gonna identify the rapier first. That'd be an insane weapon on like a kobold berserker, but on our character, anti-magic is really bad, so I'm not gonna bother with it. What do we got for potions? Potion of haste is nice. Potion of berserk rage is also nice. I can't believe we haven't found a single remove curse scroll yet. That's insane to me. Well, we probably found one, but it's probably only a single one. Okay, I'm backing up. This is dangerous. bees can move faster than me, so I'm gonna retreat, paralyze you, then kill you. Oh my, we only got a 38% chance to sleep you, so I'm gonna instead switch gears and try to confuse you, and that worked. There was a time in Quell's life that you couldn't actually see the percent chances your spells had to affect an enemy, so you kind of had to guesstimate a lot of the time just how effective your spells could be, which, as you can imagine, wasn't exactly ideal. That's probably, if I was asked what was one of my favorite changes, that'd probably be up there. If not, probably my favorite. I'm gonna retreat somewheres. Quell devs can make some really weird choices at times, but in general, changes like this with the spell chances, and in Trunk, I'm not playing Trunk, but if I were playing Trunk, there's a quality of life change right now where it highlights who summoned what things. I'm gonna back off. That was a lot of damage I just took. See, even a confused enemy can still hit you and hit you hard. As a Spriggan, anything that hits you by default hits you hard, so you really want to avoid getting hit as much as possible. Okay, Short Blades is done. I'm gonna start leveling a bit of fighting. Not much, but just a little bit, because 44 HP. Woo! We're dead if anything sneezes at us. So you'll see I can dazzle spray them and hit them. However, I can't blind them because they have see and vis on them. So as I said, blinding basically makes you invisible to an enemy. So if they get see and vis, you can't actually blind them. So in this case, using dazzle and spray might not be my smartest option. It might be better to just confuse the two of them. Even better, confuse one and sleep the other. Yeah, that worked. Yep, there we go. Spriggan's completely OP until they're not. I'm gonna keep repeating that because I believe it wholeheartedly. There's the bees. I'm gonna lure them one at a time because we have high stealth, so we can afford to do that. These guys I can dazzle and spray, and I'm gonna do so. And you'll see they get confused, they can't see me anymore. There we go. Piece of cake. Let's do one more floor and then call it a day. Depending on how long this floor takes. I got 7 minutes. We can complete the floor in 7 minutes. Yeah, one thing I mentioned that I want to do better on is I want my time splits to be better than my Minotaur Berserker series. So I want to try to end at the stop of floors instead of in the middle of them. Why are there so many whites here? Like so many whites. What is this vault? I don't think I've seen this vault before. Just whites everywhere. You can see there, I just got another ability from Gozeg to call a merchant. It's situational at best. Calling a merchant costs you gold, and then you need to pay gold on top of that to get the items. So you need quite a bit of gold to make it worth it. Also, unlike the Ochre gifts, it's not guaranteed to have something useful to you, so you could buy an armor shop and hope one item is available for you to use, but it's not a guarantee. So yeah, that's the gist of how that works. Also, what is that dagger? A curse -3 dagger. Okay. How about that short sword? A +3 short sword. Okay, my weapons are better than both those. Oh look, boots. That'd be great if I could wear them, but my feet are too small. I must be really annoying to go shoe shopping for. You try to find me shoes and they're like, nope, we don't make shoes that small. And you're like, oh my, I guess I have to go somewhere else. I'm gonna continue to just play the one-away game and hope to kill everything. This is an interesting vault. I switched over to my short sword of venom because I want to venom those guys. I'm gonna back away from you because you're about to berserk. Just hit you with a dazzling spray just to finish you off. Oh. So this is what they were getting. Just a bunch of gods. Yeah, I've never seen this vault before. This is really cool. 2 ghost egg altars. What's up with that? We got another amulet, but unless it was an amulet reflection, I highly doubt it's gonna be. We're out. Peace. There's a death knight in there. I want nothing to do with that. Also vampire mosquitoes and an acid dragon. Yeah, I'm not getting anywhere as close to any of that. If a character could handle it, it'd probably be a Spriggan, but I'm not getting pain mirrored against the death knight because that would kill me. Yeah, we die, we go in there. So yeah, I'm gonna end the video there. In the next video we'll be hunting down Rare, see how much of that we can get done. So for now, thank you for joining me and I hope to see you all next time.